Welcome one and welcome all to Operation Final Dawn. This is a scout splashdown in one of the UK's extensive forests, which is currently ablaze.
Central, this is Big Sky. Strike One is ready to secure the craft.
Copy, Big Sky. Strike One is clear to attempt the breach.
So since I recorded the last batch of episodes, I've suffered from a bit of, XCOM amnesia. I literally could not remember a single thing about this mission we're currently on, and it was only yesterday I recorded the last batch anyway. It's not been that long, it's been less than 24, well, a bit more than 24 hours. So then I saw it as a crash scout, and instinct takes over. What we're here for is Meld, and with Tech Sergeant Whiskey Denny, and his 3 captures, his 3 stun attempts with repair. We're also going for captures, so we need to move fast. This is going to be the byline for all future crash scouts. It's just going to be meld, captures, repeat, meld, captures, repeat. So we're going to go moving fast, maybe flirting a bit with danger. But all in all, it'll be a good time. Bros is indeed now wearing this grappling armor, because we are going to be moving very fast. Who's going to be moving fastest? Rev has scanners, as does Denny. Denny's going to be moving. We're going to keep Denny right at the front lines anyway. He can throw a battle scanner further. Where's the very edge of this map? Oh god, we could be flanked right at the start here. But this looks like a good battle scanner to get started.
We've got eyes on the AO.
So we see the very edge of the UFO. This is a reasonable angle to approach the UFO from. Obviously the side has been ripped completely open. Moving up to here would probably activate the outsider, which we don't really want, but it is all hard cover. Now, Ardus as well, of course. 2 engineers on this. Yeah, I don't think I should have skipped this entire grey area. We need to... If we're going to move fast, we need to be safe. How much would this really... It would uncover enough that I'm pretty happy to lob a scanner there. It's probably going to be a waste in terms of actually finding things. But I'm confident enough, unless there's a pod like right in this area, right here. If there is, then, it's over before it's even begun. In fact, this is the map edge here, right? Or does it go... No, it goes on a bit further. We're going to push it to the limit. How far can this be from? Cover all our bases, so then we can do nothing but push forward. See, that was always going to be a bit of useless scan. It was right in the back corner, but we now know there's definitely nothing there. We'll see how far Revolutionary Rebel can throw. For the next one.
Eyes in the sky.
So with our first move, we haven't uncovered any contact. We could have probably thrown the battle scanners a bit better. But we are now well set to just charge down the middle where there isn't much cover.
Heading there now.
But if we're not going to be flanked, that's not going to matter so much. We want bros in the A position, and that position is fine.
Overwatch. Aye aye.
Oh, don't steady your weapon, you're not going to fire it. Standing at the open. Fin them. So Tamerlane. So the UFO's here. There's a huge empty space over here.
Moving.
Actually, Denny move up next and throw another amazing far off battle scanner into that back left corner. Liking this so far.
Scanning.
Still nothing. What? How far can we zoom out of this map to get a good look at stuff? Well, we can come down here, take a look around. You can see how many battle scanners we've thrown out so far. We've covered so much land and there's nothing so far. Which It leads me to think there's like one pod of fin men, like maybe 3 or 4 in it at most, and then just the outsider. So these guys should be fine to dash all the way up here as well. Ardus, I'm looking to kind of risk and maybe throw one out here. Which means he can't walk into this cover. Well, he might be able to with battle scanners. You'd never know though. Because if he walked into here, he'd only have hard cover, and he certainly couldn't shoot over it. I'm assuming the rules for battle scanners are different, but there's no reason to risk it. So he could definitely throw one over here.
Big Brother is online.
Wow. Obviously there's tiny pockets of unexplored fog. But I think that's explored enough. We can charge down the middle. So James can catch all the way up. Bros can move up to this hard cover. Devlin Caster doesn't even need cover
I'm on it, Commander.
at the moment.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So already we have made
Got my eyes on it.
huge steps down, just straight down the middle. And as you'd expect, the fin men are in the one place we haven't scanned yet. Which is where we're running to anyway. So I'd like our next move to be into hard cover. Or at least with Denny into corner cover so he can throw his last scanner.
Okay.
So we've got a choice here. We can throw it into the UFO, see where the outsider is. Oh, meld. Meld. We are just going straight up here anyway. This is where the fin men are, so this is where the battle scanner's going.
Scanning target area now.
Oh, come on. Where are these fin men? Or maybe it's a far bigger map than I remember. So we are going to keep on. We are motoring now. We're going to swing round the left on the next move just to make sure we don't activate the outsider, because if we come up this way, for example, to grab the meld, we can then breach the door, which will get us a far better chance at a capture.
10-4.
За дело. Double time.
And it's only because we've brought so many battle scanners, and we do still have a spare one for the outsider if we really want it. It's only because we brought this many battle scanners that we can move this fast.
Roger that.
And that's pretty cool. Come on. Surely. Because, I mean, you can see just about the red lines at the edge of the map there. Come on now. So, anyway. Who's going to be the most useful person here in a fight? Rev can get to there, so let's not use him just yet. Tamerlane, I'm inclined to sprint all the way over here. If we're moving to the left, he's going to be probably the least useful in a straight up fight coming up. He hasn't activated anyway. Rev. That would probably find them at this point. I just don't care enough right now.
Time to motor.
Although, I don't think you can reach with the battle scanner into the UFO itself at the moment. But then, this is going to be our last chance to throw a battle scanner and have it see into the UFO. So where to go? Can he get? Would that see past that hard cover? I don't think so, but it's a better chance of seeing in than this one. I think we've revealed the outsider at least. I just saw it right at the top of the screen. So there's the outsider. Oh, gotta be careful, of course. This UFO has just been torn to bits by the abrasive British dart. Bros. Make more of a lateral move this time. Denny used to be right up the front, of course. Moving up this far might activate when we're not ready for it.
Got it. Moving.
So we know exactly where that guy is, so we don't have to move too far left.
Roger that.
Oh, and Ardus, of course.
Moving out.
Might need some cover destruction, although a lot of the debris, you can see the UFOs just kind of slid along from left to right. Where are these Finn men? Have they moved?
Okay. Visual on the goods.
That meld is rotating awfully fast for something we've sprinted towards. Are there any good moves into good cover? There is no good cover here, really. And this is... A lot of the time, the pods will spawn near the meld, and meld will be a trap, for example. On this case, I think that's kind of how it's worked out in this case, if the Finn men are indeed around here. It's just that there really aren't that many aliens on the map to take advantage of it. Who has the most health? It looks like Revolutionary Rebel. Or indeed James. What have I given James? Steadfast as well. Right, we're going.
Aye, aye, Commander.
We're doing it. Where are the Finn men? Because seriously, unless they've moved all the way around the back of the UFO and are about to hit us, which would be amazing, to be honest. I would say, fair enough, lads. You got us good, because they're not going to be right in that very back corner.
Aye, aye, Commander.
So let's not commit anyone else unless we have to. James is committed now. They come out on a flank. Then James is in some serious trouble. Of course, there's fire there, preventing Ardus going through it, taking that cover. Should have paid a bit more attention to that. We are fine to move up here, actually.
I'm on the move. On the move.
Charge towards the meld, but there's no aliens in sight. So no captures early on. We will shape up
Messieurs.
and breach and look to take the outsider, even if we haven't dealt with the Finn men. Ardus, sure.
On the move.
I'm on it.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Come on, give us some kind of visual indication. Fine. We'll just have to take all your meld, or maybe they're just waiting for us to get right on the meld. No, Christ.
Got the goods.
14. The alien supply's slowly but surely dwindling. Do we dare? We could be pretty sure they're not behind us now. We could be pretty sure they're not here, so I'm thinking about charging Denny right the way up into hard cover. Wouldn't activate the outsider, would potentially activate Thin Men, but Denny has health to deal with the shots.
Moving out.
He would particularly be shooting himself, he's only got an SMG. Same with
That's
James.
affirmative.
On the move.
Right, there we go, I'm pretty pleased. Well, I'm not pleased that we haven't seen the Thin Men yet, for a start, but I'm pretty pleased that we've been able to charge down, get the meld on the other side of the map to us.
Stepping off. Moving to Overwatch.
There's not been much resistance so far. Tamerlane, all the way up.
Understood, moving
You're a
out.
scout, son. Bros, you're not a scout. You stay back. Steady up. There might be more meld on the map, we just haven't seen an indication of it. I was half expecting to see an indication just then. So, we want to stack up here. There's nobody we really need to stack up. We've not got infantry, we've not got Rocketeers. So we want our... Who is our best shooter? It's probably going to be Devlin Caster,
I'm on it, Commander.
who can't make it all the way here just yet. We want Ardus close for grenades if we need it. We need Denny all the way up
Position
for
confirmed.
the arc thrower. And then we don't need to do big damage to this outsider. What we want to do is take it down to like 1 health.
Headed there now.
3 health would be, I think, the minimum. It's a shame I didn't think it through, because Bros doesn't have... And Bros wouldn't have disabling shot anyway, even if he was promoted. Disabling shot would give us a free attempt at a capture where the outsider couldn't shoot at us, and it would generally be a lot easier to do capture with. It's a lot easier to capture things that aren't fighting back. I'll leave it at that. So we don't want Ardus on the door,
They're down.
but we don't want to sprint anyone and commit them until we know everything is clear to move up. Tamerlane might as well steady up. It should now be completely clear to sprint in. Who do we want on the door? Rev has good aim, but he can't actually reach the door.
Position.
Let's just sprint Denny up to the door. Why not?
On my way.
Remember all these times we've done 9 out of 10 damage to an outsider? Like someone's crit and hit 9 and it's been perfect. This is exactly what we actually want to happen this time. I bet the Fin Men are in here as well.
I've got a visual.
Oh, they've got the jumpy stuff. That's not great. Right, so obviously we need to somehow deal with the Fin Men and Sectoid, but priority 1 is this guy. James would probably kill it. He would probably crit, probably kill it. Unless he came round to like here, where he wasn't flanking it, but would still get 100% shot. But obviously that would be stupid and lead him dying. We could save James for a pistol shot. The important thing is Denny gets within this radius, so Denny would just come to here. It's only Devlin Caster that can see him at the moment. Devlin Caster moving to here would probably kill it as well. I want a laser rifle. I wouldn't mind saving Revolutionary Rebel for... Right, let's go strike rifle, I think. Move Tamerlane back, because he doesn't have that much health. So he's not going to engage the other pods. 5 damage. I think a ballistic pistol, then an attempt at a capture. And then we'll kill it if the capture doesn't work. And the capture won't work. So whose ballistic pistol do we want to use? Ardus would be a good shout.
On the move.
A crit would be nice. Ah, that's not great. So you'll now see the reason why it's so important to get the health down. Because if you've used the arc thrower in vanilla XCOM, it works exactly the same way, except the chances are way lower. 42%, but then that's...
Subduing target.
Oh.
Analyzing this new artifact as soon as you return.
Denny, of course, is Mr. MVP. I say this about a lot of guys. But Denny actually is the MVP now. We stunned an outsider against the odds. So, what I can do now is we have our heaviest hitter, Devlin Caster. He's here. He can move to half cover. That's not great. It does keep an eye on that left flank, that right flank. Similarly, we can move Revolutionary Rebel beside him. Or do we want to move him beside him? We want to move Revolutionary Rebel close enough, and then we need to smoke both of them. I was hoping to have eyes on some of them at this point.
On the move.
That should be close enough to smoke grenade them both. And then James, of course, is there as well.
Copy that.
Might as well keep him there.
I'm on it.
And not smoke him because he's got all the health.
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Overwatch. Well, there we go. This should be absolutely fine. Because they're not going to come forward enough to see these guys. These guys are in concealment from the guys at that back corner. Unless they pull off something ridiculous and flank Denny, which is possible. We're going to move Bros into a better position to see down this flank. And I think that's going to be down here. So 4 pods left. They could do quite a lot of damage. And that they're closest to Denny is a bad sign. I killed that little baby for a start.
Taken care of.
3 Fin Men. One's not on Overwatch, the other 2 might be, and indeed the other 2 could be on top of the ship. Bros doesn't have a shot on that guy. Tamerlane we can move across to here. I mean, I'd like to save Tamerlane to run Overwatch, but equally we can just stay in place for now. Use Tamerlane to put holo targeting on this guy, the one guy we can see. Does he have holo targeting? No, he doesn't. So ignore me. We don't have anyone with holo targeting, do we? Because Denny doesn't. Ardus doesn't. But it's fine. Tamerlane will still take the shot anyway, because it's a good shot. Well, it's not a good shot.
I'll get him next time.
It's a better shot than anything we have, which is nothing right now. These guys can just stay here. We can move back into full cover.
I'm rolling.
What? How do you not see that guy? Who has sight on that guy? Is it just James? It's just Denny. Oh, right. Christ. I was going to move Denny back as well, but Denny's the only one who can see him. Right, we need to move Denny forward. We can't take Denny out of sight, and that is a flank on something. Hello, they're all over here. Bros, see that? No, because they've all moved flank. Should I move Bros all the way over? Yeah, let's go for it. He's not going to get a shot this time. So that means Devlin Caster in here. Rev
I'm
here.
rolling.
Could smoke out here, smoke out the front line. Lead them to shoot at Denny. Because they need to shoot at Denny, essentially. Because Tamerlane's in half cover. I expected them all to be in this back corner. That's a bit of a misplay on my part. But Denny can indeed take a good flank shot. It's not going to kill it, probably, even if it crits, because it's the SMG. But we need to start reducing numbers here. And that's a good start. If we can keep him alive till the end, actually, we can keep him for captures. So, it's only one that's potentially on Overwatch. I'm tempted to move James up. Have a look. No sign of that guy. Could he potentially be flanking? Could he potentially be on top? But he does present another target for the Finmen to shoot at that isn't Tamerlane. Another Overwatch. And yeah, just another Overwatch for Rev, I think. No real point in... maybe a point in smoking Ardus. But then they can't see Ardus at the moment.
I feel it, Commander. Moving to Overwatch.
Moving back there, shooting at Denny. Right, the other one is there as well. Can he see Tamerlane? He can't, that's fine. I don't know why they're suppressing. They're just going to shoot at Denny again. Here we go. I thought it was Devlin Caster. Ardus isn't going to hit. Devlin Caster might hit. The big DC. With the big Overwatch. Ah, I built it up too much. Right, this could be bad if he's got a shot, and he does, but he's not taking it. We are grenading the hell out of this position. Oh, that would be a perfect run and gun up, actually. And if we could somehow wangle it, because Denny can attempt to capture either of these two. What can Bro see? Hopefully all three of them. Only the one of them, so that's the shot he's going to take. It is on the back one as well. Take it. Because that gets rid of the Overwatch as well if it hits. Brilliant. So now, an Ardus grenade would not go amiss.
Moving out.
It probably won't blow up cover, but it will do damage. And just enough damage to make a good capture.
Frag out.
That is a perfect capture. It's gotten rid of his cover as well. So Denny can move up and attempt to capture on this guy. James can definitely take out this guy. Who do we have for backup? In case the capture... 98%. The big DC with the big plays. For the big missions. This isn't that big a mission, to be honest. Oh, that's a bit awkward. I thought James could easily take him out, but apparently not. So who else have we got? We've got Tamerlane. If Tamerlane moves to here, what do we have? Only 82% on that guy, 37% on this guy. We could attempt to capture on that guy. but then it would be a lot more difficult to kill him anyway. So we're definitely going to attempt to catch on this guy. Devlin Caster could flush this guy. No, he couldn't. He can't see that guy. He can move up and flush. Devlin Caster can move up and flush. If it kills him, great. We attempt to capture. James can go in. Right. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot.
Moving.
Flush on this guy. It's not actually that reliably gonna hit.
Get out of there.
But it's fine. See, it's puzzle pieces just slotting together. And now we are perfectly fine to take one capture attempt.
There now.
Hopefully it succeeds. This should be like just above 50% having his health this low, 54%.
Subduing target.
That's it. Now we can begin preparing for the interrogation.
Literally a perfect mission.
accomplished.
Operation Final Dawn. Everything went according to plan. Everything actually by the numbers, except Central Officer Archon refused to say everything by the numbers this time. I'm so disappointed. Flawless, Captain. Commander. It's going to be Shen now, who says... Oh, hello.
Is that all that's left of the specimen we attempted to capture?
Yes. I believe we may have found the source of the strange readings we picked up when we first encountered it.
What is it, Doctor?
We're not exactly sure. It's organic in nature, yet highly magnetized, and it appears to resonate very faintly within a specific electromagnetic spectrum. It is currently unclear how or...
Perhaps that's because this is outside your field of expertise, Doctor.
What a smackdown.
If what you're saying is true, this object is an antenna. One that's receiving a signal.
That signal. Can we trace it?
No. At least not yet. We would first need to determine its encryption algorithm.
My team can handle that.
Whoa,
In that
right
case,
back at ya.
I will focus on constructing an interface between this object and our global communications array, which we'll need to trace the signal.
Then it looks like researching this crystal should be our top priority.
This is why I make the decisions and these three don't. Our top priority is getting all our troops fancy metal suits to, like, with flamethrowers and big fucking punching fists. That's the top priority here. So not quite a perfect mission in that not everyone was promoted. Bro's got his first kill in 3 missions, still didn't get promoted. But that is fine. We got 2 alien carbines, 1 Finman captive, alien alloys, and an outsider shard, which advances the story along. Which is it? Is it... There we go, here's our objectives. And this single mission has like completed so many objectives. First of all, we have to capture a live alien, then we have to interrogate them. That's a long way off. We are not fussed with the main story at the moment. But then, once you've interrogated the captive alien, you are then sent out to capture an outsider. Boom, done that. Does that... No, we don't have the research available yet because we need to But anyway, it's been a while. It's been less than a day, really, since I've been here, but I still need to get my bearings, so let's roll. The one thing I think I'm going to do just before we scan on is go back and accept this Illyrium deal. Now, Illyrium is very important for a whole lot of reasons, but it's mainly an end game thing. 9 Illyrium at this stage is a lot less useful than 2 engineers will be to us. If it was just money, I'd probably say no, because we can raise money from selling things, including Illyrium if we really wanted to. But engineers, it's important to get the snowball going and keep the snowball going. Little things at the start, especially scientists, especially getting a good lead off in research. But the same applies to engineers too. Making sure your equipment comes earlier gives us bigger and bigger advantages, means we can take more and more risks. So as it is, I've accepted that deal. I'm gonna scan on, covert operation in 2 days. And it's right here already. So we could just ignore it and let Magical Trevor die, but I don't think we will. So this is not a covert extraction, it's the other type of mission, covert data recovery, where we have our full team, and it's more of a slaughterhouse. So I'm looking forward to this. So let us get everyone suited and booted for this urban large structure in Operation Patient Hero. Although I did just say we're going to put together a big full squad. Our full squad is going to get even fuller because total ranks 126. Was it 115 or was it 125 to unlock squad size 2? But regardless, we've unlocked it. I would also like to promote guys to captain, but I'm not going to muck about with that at the moment. Raising the cash. We are just going to go squad size 8. Back to the mission select screen. And as you can now see, we now have our full
We look forward to
complement
seeing your
of 8
progress.
soldiers we can take on any mission. I'm going to choose those 8 and be right back at you. So here we are with what is essentially our A team. What I actually wanted to do is our first mission with 8 soldiers. I wanted to take each of the 8 different classes, but our best medic's out. Although we're still taking Azagul. I've completely messed up Azagul's build. He's just going to get, you know, fired or chopped up or something later. We need to get more medics to replace him. That's why Anarch's coming. He's going to become a medic after this mission. But as it is, all our engineers are fatigued because I all sent them on the same missions. I've sent 2 engineers per mission for the last, like, 2 missions because I'm an actual idiot. So anyway, Anarch's going to become a medic anyway. And that didn't resell all the stuff. Good. So this is a very experienced team. It might be overkill, but I have been holding back these guys in reserve, and they deserve a mission. They deserve a chance to get out and stretch their legs. And in the off chance that it is a very difficult mission, it's great that they'll be there. Shame not taking the auto laser again. He's taken lighter armor and the ballistic LMG, just because I've fallen in love with it, but I haven't actually built a laser one yet, and I probably won't ever. I'll probably wait for Gauss to make an actual LMG. So here we go. As Magical Trevor, Caper Magical Trevor, the patient hero awaits rescue. In... is it Russia or China? Oh, I should not have said anything. Ooh,
We're heading into China for the next
interesting
operation.
one. I hate this
Assault
map,
has a cell
but that's
looking from
interesting.
inside their borders. Strike 1 will provide cover while our operative acquires the Exalt intelligence we're after.
So another new type of mission for us in this Exalt mission. It's more of a defensive mission. We have to defend 2 separate areas, well, 1 separate area at a time. You'll see in the next video, Operation Patient Hero, coming soon.